All right, my love. It's time for episode 19 of the Strawberry Milk Podcast.
Woohoo!
That was the fakest woo I've
That was a full
ever.
yoo-hoo.
That sounds like a soundbite that they put in the low budget commercials.
Yay!
Chris Pratt's woohoo in the fucking
Oh
Mario
god,
Bros
that was
movie.
bad.
But anyway, 19 episodes. We're getting up there, man.
We're doing it.
Really? What do you want to do for the 2,000th episode?
Nothing.
Nothing? Well,
Nothing.
you guys get
No
absolutely nothing.
episode.
Continue to
gonna
expect
go from-
sub-quality content like you already have.
It's gonna go from 19 to 21.
Anyway, this week it's going to be a bit of a more guided discussion because we've recently hit an important milestone in every podcast's career, if you will. Guess what? Guess what it was, babe?
What?
We got our first hate comment.
Oh.
Yeah, it wasn't none too bad. They said,
Aw.
"Please stop making this podcast." At least they were nice. At least they were nice about it. But at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck. Which brings me to, oh god, I just smacked the fuck out of the boom. I gotta stop talking with my hands when I do this. But anyway,
It's called gesticulating.
brings me to what the episode is actually about. That gave me the idea for another guided discussion.
Yay!
Welcome to the Hatin episode. Now, we all hate things, right?
Yes.
Traffic, taxes, exes.
When your toenails get just slightly too long and you can feel them touch your socks.
Yeah, they get caught on the
Mhm.
threads that are under the
When you
covers.
have dry feet
Yeah.
and you're like going into your bed and it gets caught on the sheets.
You know, I
A lot of
feel
my stuff revolves around
you're autistic.
sensitive. Ow!
It's your senses, my love.
You know?
Even Penny can tell as she sits over there
Love
begging for more food after we just gave her some. But anyway,
She
I'm going to start us off what I think is a universally hated topic
Sure.
and a universally hated item. And
Yeah.
it might surprise people being that we're from California. Paper straws.
Oh, I
I
fucking hate paper straws.
hate paper. Now listen. I understand
Right.
that it's better. Single-use plastics are literally the plague of the earth, the scum of the earth. Whole ass islands just floating around in the ocean made of old ass Sprite bottles and everything. But paper straw, really, that's the best. Just stop giving people straws. Just stop. Just
Well,
give them the
listen.
little sippy cup lid. You're a
No.
big boy. You can figure it out.
Okay, as someone that works at Starbucks, right? We have sippy cup lids.
Yeah.
And everyone asks for a fucking straw anyways.
Are
And
they
then
like
they're like,
really?
the straw doesn't fit in the thing. Yeah.
Are they like really old people
No.
and then like really young people?
Everybody.
Everybody. Even people our age.
Yeah. Oh, actually, can I get a straw? No. Drink it out of the fucking sippy cup. What do you want? Like, it's just fucking agonizing. But also, our straws, they're like plastic.
Yeah.
But they're biodegradable plastic.
Oh, that's soft plastic.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So it's a win-win because better for the environment.
Yeah.
And it eventually biodegrades.
Yeah, eventually.
And it's not
you know what else?
fucking paper.
You know what else eventually biodegrades, babe? Styrofoam after 1,000 years.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I hate styrofoam.
Yeah, no, styrofoam is the scum of the earth, man. You always see like at grocery outlet when they're selling that shit. It's like $6.99 for a styrofoam cooler. First of all, that is way too much for styrofoam
really
anything.
is,
I'm gonna
yeah.
put a fucking sharp soda can in there and it's gonna break that bitch. But anyway, I fucking hate paper straws. One, I didn't order this iced coffee with any fucking pulp. And two, like we couldn't find like I was saying earlier, we couldn't find anything better. Like I'd rather bring my own metal straw.
Yeah.
Or like carry around something else, or just drink out of the fucking sippy cup lid. It's okay. No one gives a shit about your Fenty 440 lipstick getting ruined. No one gives a shit if it looks like a fucking sippy cup.
Literally.
Who cares? It's a drink.
Am I the only one that likes the sippy cup?
Yes.
Cowards.
No, but like it's still in my mind terrible for the environment because they're cutting down useful trees
Yeah.
instead of cutting down like all the bullshit eucalyptus we got growing around here. But on the flip side, if I'm ever lost at sea, right? If you use enough paper straws, right? If I'm ever lost at sea, I feel like a turtle will come up and be like, hey, man, I appreciate what you're doing for us out here. I'm going to take you back to land.
The turtle will tug you back.
Yeah. Like Jack Sparrow. I'm going to ride on the back of green turtles as they're strapped to my feet.
Listen, you got to do what you got to do.
And like, can you imagine? You're like, oh, God, this is it. My boat went down, right? Or like one of the people in Ocean Gate somehow survived and they swam up to the surface. A turtle would come up and be like, listen, man. You keep using these plastic straws, so
no, it's a little. It's a.
I'm
turtle.
just gonna tell you that lands that way, and it's just gonna point its fin in a random direction.
It's a turtle with those like librarian glasses, and like it swims up, and it's like, according to my charts, it says here that you've used plastic straws when paper ones were available.
What is this accent you're doing? You're not Dolores.
I'm trying to be.
No. I'm sorry.
What if I just fucking shoot myself?
I'm, I'd be down to host. I have to bring Penny in here.
That'd be good.
But anyway, what else? What else you hate, babe?
Um, I'm trying to think. Are we doing like broadly or just?
My love, it's literally called the hating episode. Just you're bringing the energy down, man.
How am I bringing the energy? I'm thinking.
We're once again behind schedule. We've had all these extra days to think up topics we hate,
No, I know my
and
brain
here you
emptied
are.
them when you said, "All right, babe. What about you?"
Okay, you know what I hate? Lanes that end, right? Not a right-hand turn only lane, right? I'm talking when you're on the freeway and you're like, damn, look at all of this hellscape of freeway that I'm on, right? It's like 6 to 8
Yes.
lanes. Like that's the one thing. Well, I always say that. That was one of the many things I missed about the West Coast when I was on the East Coast, right?
Yeah.
Because they do have developed highways and all that, but a lot of the stuff is still them old country roads there, brother.
Country road.
But coming back to the California freeways and highways, man, 6 to 8 lanes, wide as fuck to fit your double wide tow mirror ass having truck with the
Oh,
6 tires for some reason. It's so perfect. And then for no reason at all, right lane ends.
of course.
Was it through traffic, merge left?
Yep.
A mile down the road, through traffic, merge left. A mile down the road, through traffic, merge left, right? And there's no exits.
Nope.
There's no fucking exits. And the less lanes you have, the less upkept the road is. So now you
Yep.
have an entire like rush hour's worth of traffic that was spread out evenly between these 6 to 8 lanes,
Yeah.
using cruise control, going whatever fucking different speed limiter, what have you. And now we're all cramped into 2 fucking lanes and someone is still trying to get around you. Like I'm doing
Obnoxious.
75 in a 65. And he's like, oh, he's not going fast enough and he's about to cause an accident just so he can get in front of me and be stuck behind the same pickup truck.
Nah.
I don't
Nah.
get it.
Nah. I hate.
I hate when you don't talk into the mic, my love.
Oh my god! I hate when you constantly tell me I need to talk into the mic.
Then stop talking to the kitchen.
I I hate how sticky I am at work.
I mean, sweaty.
No, sticky, as in from syrup.
Yeah, it sticks to you because you sweat. It gets on there.
But because literally, I'll like
But
frap roast.
Don't y'all wash your
sticky.
hands?
All the time.
How-
All the time. My hands are dry as shit.
So what on you is sticky?
So literally, it just everything splatters all over because the cup has a flat fucking surface.
Yeah.
Frap roast spurts up, gets all over your fucking arm.
Sounds like a skill issue.
Base all over your arm. Syrup
Sounds like a
all
skill
over
issue.
your arm. Everything just sticky, and then everything's wet because you constantly have to rinse off dishes and shit, and then immediately reuse them because everybody and their mother wants a refresher and a frap. And they want both, and then the next order wants both, and then the next order wants both. So you constantly have to be doing this. So everything's wet and everything is sticky, and it's terrible. And I hate when people just fucking stare at me while I'm making their drinks.
What the fuck else are they supposed to do,
Go
though?
on their phone,
I want to play devil's advocate for a
talk
second
to
there,
each
right?
other.
There's no more seating because obviously COVID, right?
Yeah.
What the fuck else are they supposed to
Go on
do?
their phone.
They do that and they'll still look at
They
you.
stand up on the counter, just fucking slack jawed, dead eyed, staring at me. And
Hey,
I'm
yo,
like,
make my shit right, bitch.
yeah, I'm
That's
like,
what they're
can I
saying.
fucking help you? Like, hello?
Wouldn't it be wild as fuck if someone said that?
Someone said, "Oh, actually, can I asked for extra mango dragon fruit," and I was like, "Yep, I put 2 extra scoops of inclusions. That doesn't look like 2 extra scoops. I want another one."
No.
Sure. Do you want some fucking like? Do you want some? Literally, do you
No,
want cereal? They want
you
cereal.
know who I blame for that?
Hmm.
Chipotle.
Yeah.
So the memes about Chipotle, for those of you who don't know, is that they will be petty as fuck with that second scoop, right? Which is why you got to wait for them to, because they'll ask you before they start, right? Like, you want another scoop for that, right? And then they'll just give you basically like 1 scoop of the meat, which
Yeah.
is what they're trained to do, right? You got to wait for them to scoop the meat. Be like, you know what, dog? I changed my mind. Let me get an extra scoop because they've already played their hand. And then you can then be
Oh.
like, yo, that's not the scoop. So they
Just
think they
come
could do
on.
that everywhere. So they're just trying to finesse you.
I don't like it because it's really fucking frustrating because it's like,
But also, my love, back to my earlier question, like how you described everything, right? If everything's wet, how are you still? What part of you is sticky?
my arms. It's mainly right here
Are
on
you
my
not?
forearm.
Are you not washing up to your arms?
I am.
I thought you have to like wash up to your elbows.
You do in
Yeah.
between. It's literally the in between.
I might just be a simple warehouse worker with dirty ass hands all day.
It's literally, it doesn't matter how many times you wash your hands because the moment you go back to making drinks, you're getting sticky again. Then you wash your hands.
It's where
so you're
the
wet,
big ass
then you get
industrial
sticky
gloves,
again.
babe. Look like the lunch lady.
I know, that's what I gotta do. Fucking, I'm sick of this shit.
And quit.
No, I like money.
There's places that pay better.
Oh, I hate that they're not hiring. I hate that I have to go into a different department during the remodel instead of just transferring to a closer
Fuck it, put me
fucking
yeah,
target.
put her on the construction crew.
Literally, like fucking God. And everybody that I talk to, because I'm going into fulfillment, right?
Yeah.
Everyone I talk to is like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry about what? What's wrong with fulfillment? Am I missing
I
something?"
mean, everybody hates the department that they're at. They're gonna find like the people
Yeah,
in fulfillment. Like, there's at least one dude that's looking at cashier and like, huh. And there's a person in cashier and that's looking at GM like, huh. And there's GM
yeah,
that's looking at the like warehouse loader people like, huh.
dude. I'm looking at inbound like, oh, because they work fucking their hours though. Silliness, absolute silliness.
What are
Like
their hours?
2 to 6,
Two to
2 to
six.
10 in the morning,
That's to 2 a.m.
2 a.m.
to 6 a.m.
No, like yeah, it's like 2 to 6, and then from 6 to whatever, they're in like a different department.
That
It's they're there as early as 2. There's this one dude who works in market. He's been there since 4 today.
wait, two to like so 2 to 6 a.m.
Yeah,
and then from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m.
they're in like a different department because they shuffle them around.
Bro, if you have me loading shit with the forklift and putting it on those big ass shelves that I know they have in the back, and then you're like, all right, go zone towels. I'm gonna tell you to go fuck yourself. I
Right?
am tired. I need to decompress. Like, here's my ideal thing. Wake up at 6 for work, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna lay there for about 5 minutes to process all the fucking hatred that I have for waking up in the morning, right?
Valid.
And then like, fuck, I gotta go to work. Fuck, it's another 40 years of the at work today, right? So because I got the VA.
Yeah.
So I declined the health insurance that's provided by the place I work at,
Yeah.
right? Because one, I literally, even if I needed it, I couldn't afford to have it taken out of my check
Yeah.
because bills and everything, right?
Yeah.
So I signed the thing that says decline, right? Gave it to the HR lady. And then she's like, cool, look out in the mail and email because they're going to send you a form to set up a retirement plan. Who in the fuck is building a retirement plan off of $18 an hour? I
Right.
can't even afford to have that 10% taken out.
There's people making the same as me that have families
Yeah, no, like a few dude, they
and
got they
like
got kids and stuff.
children.
Yeah.
How?
I honestly, so bad spending habits aside, how?
How?
No, literally how?
Like math wise, it makes no sense. Like one of my coworkers, she's making the same amount as me. Her rent is 2,200 a month, and she has a kid, and like she's just able to swing that.
She's got to be selling pussy,
No, no,
selling them pregnant feet pics that she
no.
took.
Oh God.
Hey, that's a viable and valid source of income over there on OnlyFans, man.
Damn, only toes.
The postpartum depression arc.
Right? Literally.
Oh
Jesus.
my god! But I don't understand. Then like we start getting ready, right?
Yeah.
Take a shower if I'm feeling just I don't know icky from being asleep that day, right? Brush my teeth, brush my hair, right? We go to the car. I hate when we pull up to my work site if there's not enough time for me to sit there for like 2 or 3 minutes and just
Yeah.
mope before I go in. I fucking hate because it's been happening recently because I've been letting myself lay in bed for like 10 minutes
Yeah.
versus 5 minutes because I gotta claw my free time in any way, shape, or form possible.
Literally.
And I don't know. Or like when you sit down for your 10 and you blink and it's gone and you're just like, this I should have just fucking stayed up.
Literally.
I don't
No,
even
I
know, man.
freaking. Because here's the thing, right? Is that I don't mind, like, I don't actually, like, all jokes aside, I don't mind my job. I enjoy making drinks. I think that the little apron's cute, right? I don't mind opening because it's nice. I get 45 minutes in the morning where it's just me listening to music, setting up for the day, right?
Let
I get to leave
music
early.
play.
Yeah, I get to leave early in the day. Like, I still have time after work.
Yeah.
And I really like that we have the same schedule because that
It
makes
is
life
really
really easy.
it is really nice that we have the same schedule. However,
Getting up in the morning makes me want to gouge out my fucking eyes.
what makes it especially hard to get up in the morning, right? That little furry bitch that's laying right there
And how
on
we constantly are
the
woken up
sectional.
throughout the fucking night.
Listen, cat, I'm gonna start closing the fucking door if you don't get your shit together, right? You have your scheduled feeding times and you have your scheduled snack times.
Yeah,
I don't need you hopping on. I'm the fucking audience. I'm looking
he
at
is.
her
He's looking
and I'm
directly at
pointing
her.
at
She's
her
looking at
and
him.
she's looking at me and he looks at me
And I look at
and I
him.
look at
Okay, keep
him
going. Keep going.
and he looks at
Back.
me and I look at him.
Good
No,
lord.
I'm gonna close the fucking door, cat. And if you yowl, I'm just gonna put the draft stopper underneath so I
It's
ain't
not
gotta
going to
hear that shit.
stop anything.
Listen, like I don't get what it is, right? And like I've just stopped feeling bad when I
You're
roll
probably
over in the middle of the night and like my foot accidentally hits her. I'm like, bitch, you shouldn't have been sleeping there. I don't know what to tell
you
you.
probably need to give her more attention during the day. It's
No,
just
it's
it's
not.
so difficult
No,
because we're at work.
no, it's not more attention during the day, and it's not that she's jumping on us to purposely wake her up. It's just her being a cat.
Oh,
She gets 3 a.m. Zoom. So usually, right, we'll go to sleep. It's like what, 9,
yeah,
10.
we are old people now.
Yeah, it's like 9 or 10 at night, right? It takes me a little bit to fall asleep. I wake up because I got to take a piss at like 1,
Hmm.
and then I go back down to sleep. And then she jumps on me, and it's about 2:30 or 3, and then I go back down to sleep. And then I have to either wake up to take a piss, or she jumps up on me. Sometimes both, because she'll jump on my bladder, and I'm like, fuck.
Yup.
And it's like 4:30. I hate when that bitch does it, and it's like 5:15. I'm like, I'm gonna,
Oh my god, when I wake up and it's like 5, it's the worst thing. Like 4, I woke up at 4 today.
yeah,
And that wasn't too bad. I just had to pee, came back, it was
yeah,
fine, whatever. That still gives me a solid, like, gives me enough time to fall asleep. You know what I mean?
yeah,
If you wake up at 5, that's not enough time to fall back asleep, you know?
yeah.
So then you're just laying there like, God fucking damn it.
I like
God
how
fucking damn it. God fucking
I
damn
like
it.
how I'll talk all this shit about Penelope as if when she wakes me up in the middle of the night, I'm like, God damn it, cat. Then I'm like, my pretty key. I'm like
Oh,
petting her.
precious
Yeah. But
baby.
I've stopped feeling bad, like, because I'll sleep on my back and she'll sleep on my stomach, right? And then when I roll over in the middle of the night, I just hear round. I'm like, I just stopped giving a fuck. Like I would wake up to make sure like she's not all twisted up. I'm like, she alright.
Yeah, she's good.
But you know what else I can't stand, babe? On a
Yeah.
much lighter note, you know when you have a drink, right?
Yeah.
Like, let's say you're drinking out of like a Hydro Flask, a Yeti, or what have you, and you got that bitch packed with ice because
Yeah.
there's 36 ounces of vacuum sealed goodness, right? So that ice is going to keep for
Yeah.
days, even, right?
Yeah.
When you get to the very bottom, because the more ice you have, the less liquid you can have, but you're thirsty and you don't want to chew on ice, so you tilt the Yeti back slightly more, and all that shit just comes rushing forward. I'm so sick of having my
Oh
Yetis
no.
fucking squirt on my face. Like, it's just so embarrassing.
I have
And it's always when I have a color of shirt that will show
Yup.
the water. Like, if you have a black shirt on,
Fuck it.
unless you're looking like really close, you're not gonna see the
Yeah.
water stains. But it happened earlier today, right? Because I had
Damn.
my rascal shirt on, and
Yeah.
it's a baby blue color. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna take this last swig, and then because I have to bring multiple water bottles to work.
Yeah.
So I take the last swig. Tell me why that shit just, I felt that shit smack me on my nose, and there's all the water just rushed and went up the side of my. The beer didn't catch it. I'm like, I thought I was growing this so that it can help catch some of the water, or like do
Agony.
something. Like fucking the down talking point of beards is that, oh, they catch food and they do this. I've felt none of those benefits so far. Granted, it's only been like a month and a half,
Yeah.
but fuck, bro, I'm so sick of it. Now you look like a fool.
My mom
You look
used
like a
to
kid.
my mom used to freaking pack for lunch and for soccer frozen water bottles, right? Because her logic was that it would melt
Yeah.
and it'd be really cold. Except it never melted. So I'd be at soccer practice, thirsty as hell, and I have like maybe like a tiny, tiny drip of water, and the rest is just a fucking ice cube. So like my option was to either stick my little tongue in there and just be like, please water, or just
Gotta eat
what?
your water bottle
Yeah,
out to get some
yeah,
hydration.
yeah. Like it
Come
was the
on,
most
baby.
agonizing fucking thing, and it was embarrassing because all my fucking
Just
no,
sitting
all
there
my
like Little
teammates with
Shop of Horrors, babe.
yeah, no,
Feed me, Seymour.
all of my teammates they had like the actual water bottles. Meanwhile, I got old crinkly with the fucking goddamn.
It's not even like Arrowhead. It's like Deer Park, the Kirkland water bottle brand or some
No, no,
shit.
no, 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 no. It was always the like Vaughn's off brand.
Oh my, the Albertsons water, the
Yup,
99-cent store.
yup.
Sparklet. Hey, you know what? No, I'm not even gonna
Yo,
talk shit
99
on
cent store
Sparklets.
water got me through some tough times
No, you
when I
know.
could fucking drink it and it wasn't frozen.
No, you know what got me through tough times? Fiji water, man.
God, I love
Every
Fiji
time I went
water.
to the gas station or something, I had a few bucks in my little kid pocket. Fiji. I was living that. I'd walk to school with that bitch sometime. Wouldn't be Fiji water in it. I would have put, normal tap
I went on a
water in it.
kick when I was like
But
younger.
yeah.
I kept on using my Fiji water bottle as my refillable water bottle.
Oh my god. But I don't understand it, dude. I shouldn't have to eat my water bottle out if it's frozen. Because mom would do the same thing, right?
Yeah,
Or she tells us to do the same thing. We'd be like, damn, we're out of water when we're walking to school because sometimes it would just get really hot in the morning. So she'd
yeah.
be like, oh, just freeze them. And we'd listen, but it's the same thing. It doesn't melt fast enough. We
Nope,
don't have enough time in the morning to run it under hot water.
nope.
And so I'm sitting there like a cow on a salt lick, just like
No, literally, and like when you start to get desperate, so you're like hitting it against the
Yeah,
ground.
you gotta
You hold it in your
gotta
arms
hit
or
it with the
something.
suction. Like,
Yeah, you're like maybe a little bit, and then it does the stupid flop thing where it like flattens, and there's still
no,
no
you know
water.
what would be the worst fucking thing? Do you remember? It's a frozen water bottle, right?
Yeah.
When sometimes the middle would thaw out first somehow, so the water's there, but when you tilt it to drink, it's trapped in that
Yup.
little crevice, and
You
so
gotta
you have to
like,
like, yeah,
yeah,
you gotta fucking finesse it. I would hate when kids in class would have the frozen water bottle. You know, it's got the ice inside, so you just swish it around
yeah.
just to like make
I
noise.
used to like doing that though.
I fucking hated it almost as much as I would hate those kids that would click their pens
Oh, I
over
hated a
and
pen clicker.
over and
I
over.
hated the kids that got through fucking all of schooling the same amount as I did, and they still can't fucking read out loud. Tell me why the fuck there were these kids in fucking junior year that could not read a sentence. Like, what the fuck are they teaching y'all?
doing
How did
pop
you get
doing
here?
popcorn reading in high school was the most atrocious shit ever because your boys got social anxiety.
I did too.
And
That's
so
why
I'd
I
sit there
practiced.
and I would try to guess where they were at. So I would pre-read and I'm like, I'm absolutely not gonna fuck this up. And then they call on that one student that just can't fucking read,
Oh
dude.
my
Oh my, it'd
god.
be like, and
Um,
and so like
uh,
they went to uh
literally.
and I'm like, dude, what the? It's the word, and I'm reading along. It's the word is the,
And they have four two pauses, and three the teacher going like, it's
and
okay.
because they're no, our teachers were fucking mean, and because they were fucking up so much, right? They'd be like, oh, go on, keep reading. Like they'd get past their paragraph, or like they'd make you read a page or some
Yeah,
shit, and they'd be like, keep going, keep going. Our English teacher made this dude read a whole chapter, took the whole class,
that's cold.
took the
That's
whole
cold.
fucking class. I didn't see him again after that day.
Ah,
I don't know if he I just
motherfucker was
or if he was just
humiliated.
ditching. I didn't see that dude again that day.
Fucking, it's just the most.
Oh
I'm
my
just every
god.
day I am more and more shocked at just the sheer
How stupid people
levels
are.
of stupidity that everybody seems to have.
No, and that takes me to a segue, babe, to the next talking point,
I
right?
hate people.
No, on top of the stupidity, you know what I hate? And
Yeah.
only God can judge me, ass bitch.
Oh my
What the
god.
fuck do you mean only God can judge
That's
you?
crazy. I'm
Which
judging you
one?
right now.
No, which God? Which God is the only one that can judge you so I can join that religion and pretend to channel it so I can talk shit to you.
You know what I hate?
And it'd be the people with the most wildest backstories. Like you
Yep.
scroll on their IG or some shit, and they're like in Bali, shaking ass, tearing it up, right? And then their fucking kids at home having to cut cornflakes with water because they're out of milk or something.
Yeah.
It is the same person that would talk about like either their like fucking baby daddy or their baby mama is fucking like just a broke and a deadbeat,
Yep.
right? But they're on crack or some shit. Like I don't even get like, oh my god, I forget which specific aunt in Danny's family.
Yeah.
Like one of his sisters, they were pregnant. And they had like wine or something.
Yeah.
Like how we saw that lady smoking and she was pregnant on the way home.
Yeah.
I think they were still smoking or they smoked every once in a while and they like had like a sip of wine like they were over at the house and I saw them drinking and I was like, I thought you weren't supposed to drink. Well, you're like just curious. I was like, did they update the health guidelines
Yeah.
or something? Or like, oh, you can still do it a little bit. It's not exactly bad for like what do you mean you can still do it's not exactly bad for you?
Yeah.
What like excuse me?
They've updated them with caffeine. Like you can have like a cup of coffee a day. It's not gonna fucking kill you.
Yeah.
But apparently people don't stop at one cup of coffee.
No, they don't. And well, my love, a cup is 8 ounces of coffee, right?
Oh, so even a grande's too.
Yeah.
Mm.
A tall is like what, 12, 10?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like there's no like it's America. All of our portion sizes are like
Oh, oh,
62
I
times
hate
what they should be.
I hate when people get a fucking Trenta, which is 30 ounces.
30.
30 ounces, and they want 30 ounces of just the strawberry acai base. No berries, no water, no lemonade, just
Got to hit them
base.
with them agua
No, and
frescas,
then they look at me like I'm the asshole for just pouring it straight into the cup from the pitcher. They're like, "Oh, aren't you supposed to shake
Speaking of
it
that,
for what?"
it's time of the episode for a drink break here. You got to go do a little ice switch. Don't you come over here swinging that. There ain't no ice in that damn drink, babe.
I thought maybe.
No. Best bit of the show. Let you guys know what we're sipping on. She has some milk with vanilla powder in it because my wife's a creature. I have tamarindo with
And I'm the creature.
homemade And I'm the creature?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I'm drinking an actual delicious beverage.
Tamarind?
Tamarindo.
Tamarindo.
Please stop. Anyway, it's that, and I made agua de fresa like a few days ago, so I mixed the two together, and it's pretty damn good. But like, I don't get it. Don't understand the mentality of only God can judge me,
Yeah.
right? Like, it's a fucking pretty cool Tupac song, but they
Yeah.
will do the like wildest shit, like the meme I showed
Out
you,
of
right? It's
pocket.
like hood. It's like hood dudes will do every sin under the sun, but draw the line at eating pork because they're Muslim. It's like, dude, you're still shooting people and selling them cocaine. I don't know what to tell. You're going to the same hell I'm going to.
I hate people that post about their haters or like
the
talk about their haters or
hate
people
is
that are praying on for their downfall
the
and
hate is gonna be
shit.
mad for this one. Who?
Who?
And two people like the Instagram post.
Yeah, it's who or people that post like their latest like post on their story and
Yeah.
then like cover it up and they're like new post. You know what this makes me want to do?
Not look at it.
Never look at that post.
Although
Like, what do you think this is? What do you think this
the
is?
full story on
Okay,
it.
Kim Kardashian.
They're
What
no,
the
they're
fuck?
on Facebook, right?
Yeah.
And their Facebook story is like, we got the full story over at Instagram. Like,
Oh,
Instagram and Facebook are basically the same thing,
you
right?
can post to
You
both
can
at the
share,
same
yeah, no,
time.
you can share your stories.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Like, we're all a victim of doing some type of clout chasing, like influency behavior,
Yeah,
right?
my influency behavior was I
That's just the byproduct of growing up. And sorry, I had to sit up, and just growing up in the age of the internet.
yeah.
But I don't understand all of the people that, like, off the rip, they'll make a Twitter account and be like, yeah, I'm him.
I did something kind of like that when I was in high school. I changed the caption for my bottom Instagram post to like, "Why are you all the way down here? What are you looking for? Who the fuck is scrolling through my Instagram? Who was I doing that for?"
Probably everybody, because you scroll through everyone's Instagrams
Yeah,
all
I'm a
the time.
stalker.
It was kind of creepy.
Eh,
No,
eh,
it's not.
eh.
If you did it to everybody else, I was like, damn, I really ain't special. What? What? Getting caught? Think I wouldn't scroll through everyone? I'm an Instagram stalker too,
Oh, then why are
motherfucker.
you
I'm
talking
guilty of the
shit?
same
Why are you
shit.
talking shit?
No, when you first started flirting with me, you're leaving all those cute little comments on my Instagram posts, and I go through and see the people from back in time we did that too. I was like, damn, you just pulling out the playbook, huh? Mm.
No.
Listen, Penelope, don't follow in your mother's footsteps. It pays to be original. And I don't know what
She
I was
tur-
expecting for her to tell me.
yeah.
She turned her ears away from me.
She said,
She's
"I
like,
don't
I ain't
want to
trying to hear
hear
that
it."
misogynistic bullshit. But anyway, like, I don't understand it. Or like people that still believe that you should watch what you say around other people in a public place.
Yep.
Now, not on some racist, bigoted shit, but like how you'll be in Walmart and be like, damn, these prices are fucking insane. And be like, excuse me, my kids are right here. Damn.
Trying to take it out in
Wasn't fucking
public.
talking to you, bro. I don't know what to tell you.
Right.
Oh my god. Some people, I remember, like, some people would do that when I was shopping with like dad, Teresa, grandma, and all them. Very, very rare. You'd hear them in passing comments. You'd be like, oh, they hear way worse at home. Like, mom was a big one of that. They hear a lot worse at home.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, yeah, it's usually at me.
Ah. Oh, you know what I hate?
What?
I hate when you're playing Overwatch and then the other team like
Tells you to look in the
no.
mic and speak?
I hate when you're playing Overwatch and then like the other team barely wins and they just go easy in the chat.
They hit you with the tank stack and they're just like, easy. I'm like, really, bitch?
Like word?
No, this is
Word?
what. Listen, all the homies are getting chat pads for Christmas, right? Because we're about to be in that game chat talking shit.
Ah. I have a thing that I hate.
What do you hate, my love?
The passage of time.
Okay.
Yep, the passage of time, change. Let's see. I'm just rapid firing really quick.
Why would you rapid fire?
For
No,
funsies.
elaborate on the passage of time.
I hate that it feels like time is moving super slowly, and then suddenly, like you turn around and you look behind you, and it's July.
Yeah, no, Pride Month really passed us by. Like, work has just been burning us out like so much, and I don't understand
Listen,
it.
I'm starting to understand why it's only 15% of us in the fucking workforce. All right, this shit's crazy.
What do you mean 15% of us?
The 15% of autistic people that work.
Ah.
Shit's rough. Shit's rough. And I hate when people order like a million drinks and then ask you, "Hey, is this one mine?" Like right after they leave the register. This one woman did it twice today because there
She
was
came and got 2 drinks?
no, she got 4 drinks.
Okay.
And then this one person got a venti just brewed coffee, right?
Yeah.
Brewed coffees are easy. I take it, I pour it, I give it back, right? Easy, easy, easy. I put it out. I say, all right, for John. And then John walks up, right? Except he's cut off by this bitch. Let's call her Karen. Probably was Karen. I had 4 Karens in today. Karen goes, oh, this is mine? This is mine. And I was like, is that your name? And she went, what? And I said, is the name? Does it say your name? And she looks at it, she's like, no, it says John. And I was like, well,
It just beats it. Honestly, if I was John, I'd be like, I would like a new one. I don't know where that lady's hands have been.
I offered.
Yeah.
I was like, do you want me to pour this in a different cup? And he was like, it's fine. I was like, all right.
I'd be like, bitch, get your
Just like
paws off my
literally,
drink.
because I always make sure to place the drink's name out.
Yeah.
And I also shout it. I shout it, I say what the drink is, and I put it name face out. Because I always write down names. Drives my coworkers crazy because I don't give them the cups because I'm writing the name still, you know?
Because you have to.
Because to prevent this from happening. Because instead of being like, I don't know, let me see what the drink was. Like, what did you order? Right? I just go, what's the name on the cup? Because also, I hate how
Well, every
these are grown ass people acting like fucking toddlers.
no, but every Starbucks you're supposed to write your name on the drink. Why do your coworkers just don't do that?
Sometimes,
Why
yeah.
does it seem like we always work at the places where we're the only place that doesn't follow
Can we fucking
common
talk about
sense?
that? Because
No, because we've talked about it too much,
I
my
just,
love.
I'm
And it's
sick
supposed to
of
be
it.
kind of like a funner episode, and we're just being Debbie Downers, man.
Well, because life sucks.
Life does suck, but you know it doesn't suck as
I hate
bad
it.
as imploding at the bottom of the sea because my dumbass decided to drop 250K to go view the Titanic. An
Why not?
overrated wreckage. No one gives a fuck about that boat.
I do.
Fuck them people. Fuck that boat. The iceberg did nothing wrong.
The
And
iceberg did.
a callback to
The
like
iceberg was to protecting its home.
exactly, man. Like listen, it's not shark infested water. Sharks just live there.
Yeah, that's their house.
Yeah, like you're made of meat and you decide to jump into the water. That's
Yeah,
kind of on you.
kind of
But anyway,
skill issue.
like I hate all those people like along the only God can judge me type of people. I hate the that's not funny. You don't know what they're man, fuck them people. The only person I feel bad at that whole thing is because there was a kid on there. He was like what 19, right?
Yeah. Oh,
He
the
did
step. Yeah.
yeah. So the kid, no, not the stepson.
No,
That was
the
like
other one.
yeah, there was another stepson or whatever because these billionaires never have their own kids and they got to drag someone else's kids in with it, right? So the son was not really excited about getting into the sub, right? And for those of you who are not familiar with this Ocean Gate stuff, it's old news by internet standards, but we'll give a brief
No,
rundown
just
after this
Google it.
story, right? He did not want to go on the sub
Nope.
because he's like, that sounds fucking scary.
Yeah, I'm good.
It sounds kind of sketchy. The father gaslighted him and being like, "Oh, come on, man! It's Father's Day. Like, we don't hang out. Like, you got to do this for me. I ain't got to do shit. Even if it was my dad, I'm sorry, man. If you were like, son, this is our last father. Like, if it was like the worst case scenario, he's like, son, this is our last Father's Day together because I can feel that I'm gonna leave this world. I want you to get in this submarine with me. You're gonna have to be
Nope.
mad with. You're gonna have to be mad at me as a ghost and haunt me." And we can talk it out then, but I'm not getting in that fucking sub with you.
Absolutely not.
I will not get into an unregulated, untested, like basically soda can that bolts from the outside.
It literally is. It
They
canonically is.
they literally just imploded. Like the pilot had just enough time to realize that they were fucked.
Yeah.
And then they just died. Immediately just got squished and gooified.
Yeah, someone was saying that they released the little frame, which means that the CEO knew that they weren't ascending quick enough.
Yeah.
So he knew that they were going to implode, and the last thing he did was press that down. So everyone's like, "Well, I hope that he was quiet about it. It's best case scenario if he was like, oh, it's totally fine. Don't worry about it. We're just
Yeah.
going to start ascending.' Don't panic, people. But also, no, that would be the best case scenario.
No, fuck them people. Now they're ghosts at the bottom of the oceans, man. They're gonna be singing.
Dude, they didn't even reach the bottom. That's the thing.
I know, like, dude, I'm just waiting for the longest Johns to just come out and sing a sea shanty about them. It's like, oh, I bid farewell to the shore and the land. Right?
I got bolted in from the outside and thought that was a good idea.
We'll work on it. We're gonna workshop it. The Strawberry Milk Podcast Christmas album coming soon. Spring 2025.
Whoa.
There you go. Yeah, the Christmas album's coming out in the spring.
Why not?
But I hate those people that are just like, oh, that's not funny. You should why are you defending these people?
Dick Ryder.
Like all the memes how they were saying, like, if you flipped it around
Yeah.
and say it was us, they'd be like, "Man, those dumbass poors is like they should have been at work."
Yeah. Yeah. No, they wouldn't care.
Oh my
Billionaires
god,
aren't
man.
people. And
No,
like, let me say that again. Billionaires are not people. They are not capable of empathy.
no.
They literally, we cannot empathize with them because none of us will ever be on that level
No,
of
it's not
wealth.
even just billionaires, it's really famous people in general. Like
Famous people,
we
rich
can't
people,
empathize with them because they can't empathize with us because they are literally in separate realities,
it's
right?
literally a separate world. Do you think that Kim Kardashian gives a fuck about inflation right now?
Dude, Taylor Swift doesn't even give a fuck about how much carbon she's just dumping into the
They're
ozone.
literally so
Like
far
seriously.
removed.
No, see what they got to do, right? Is they have to do what and oh my god, it's going to be something modeled after Europe. It smells like socialism or whatever. They have to ban domestic flights shorter than 2 hours.
Yes.
Listen,
Yes.
yeah, so like what's a flight that's 2 hours? That means you'd be driving like let's say it halves the time. You're gonna be driving like what fucking 3 or 4.
Yeah.
You're rich. Pay someone to drive for you.
Literally. Literally. Or you're rich. Invest in a fucking bullet train.
What was it? Her shortest flight was like 40 something
Yep.
minutes, right? And people are like, why are you stalking that? It's publicly available information.
Kylie Kardashian regularly flies from LA to fucking Camarillo on the reg.
Yeah.
That's like 30 minutes.
It's a, yeah, 30 minutes with no traffic, 45 with light traffic, about an hour and a half if you have rush hour traffic.
It's just
The
fucking
longest part of that journey is getting out of LA
yeah.
because, as everyone knows, LA is 45 minutes away from LA.
LA is a hellscape. Ooh, ooh. I know what I
I
hate.
never want to fucking go there, but like, but sorry, I got to wrap up the I
Ugh.
gotta wrap up the joke, but like people that look, you can't joke about anything. And again, I don't mean sexist or bigoted jokes.
Yeah.
I'm just talking like, dude, like how the orcas are fucking up all the boats, right? Because one
Yeah.
boat hit an orca, and she was like, you
Get
know
him.
what? No
Get
more of
him.
this bullshit. So they're like ramming like fishing boats.
As
They're
they
like ramming
should. Go off
small
clean.
yachts and shit.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, this property damage, and it's putting the whales' lives in danger by destroying these boats. No, because if one of them died from it, they wouldn't be doing
Yeah.
it. And what people mean when they say that is because that means that they're perfectly okay with the government then culling these whales in order to protect these little dinky ass boats.
Yeah.
Honestly, one of the things that I hate about living by the beach is all the boats you see in the fucking docks.
Yeah.
I can't stand it. If there was a lightning strike and it set the docks on fire, I would go watch and make a s'more on the flames.
Oh, there you go.
I wouldn't give a singular fuck. I'd be sitting there being like, yeah, all the people crying, my boat, that was my great grandpappy's boat. He should have bought you something else, dude. He should have gotten you like a pair of slippers or something. Fuck them boats. Fuck them
A pair
yachts.
of slippers.
We stand orcas in this house,
There
man.
you go.
But there's people that are like, oh my god, this people's personal property, or like, what if one of the orcas like hurts the person? Never would have happened.
Nope.
And if it does, hey,
It'd be like that
it's
sometimes.
it's a wonder. Like literally, the only reason they don't eat us is because whales are sentient.
Yeah.
As we discover more and more stuff on this planet is like sentient on the level
Crabs.
where they're at least like, I am this.
Crabs are sentient.
Yeah, like a crab understands that it's a crab.
Have you seen the pet
Apparently,
crab?
yeah.
Oh my
Like
god.
like literally like that threw me for a loop. A crab, little scuddly boy,
Yep.
can sit there and think like, damn, I've had a good day today, and whatever the equivalent of a crab
I had
thinking
some
that is.
caviar.
Yeah,
Took a
or
walk.
like and so like whales understand like an orca doesn't go I am an orca, but it's like I exist. I want to do this. I want to do that. And the only reason they don't eat us is because they don't think we're worth it. They literally do not think humans are worth hunting. The same fucking like species that punts seals and penguins for fun
Yeah.
looks at us and is like, no.
Not worth my time.
To put it in simpler terms, orcas look at us like how cats look at us, that we're just in like hairless, incapable things,
Penny seeing us take a shower. What the fuck are you doing in there?
right? Anyway, what were you gonna say, my love?
I was gonna say that
Well, if you were gonna say that means you're not gonna say it now. You know what I hate? Koalas. What are you gonna say, babe? Come on.
I was gonna say that I hate when you go to a fast food place and you're super excited. Like I go to McDonald's, I'm excited for some McDonald's, right? I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna get my 2 cheeseburgers, some nice fries, and the fries you can tell they're old. When they're like the soggy, like warm but not crunchy, like you know what I
That's
mean?
just a brand thing. Not all places have crunchy fries. Like McDonald's is the only place that I think actually has crispy fries because Jack in the Box uses like the actual peeled potatoes, right?
Yeah.
Uh, Wendy's is kind of the same way, but they're still second in
No, but
crispiness.
I'm talking
Burger
specifically about
King
McDonald's.
is like fluffy fries, right? Like no, all McDonald's fries they got that nice crispy
No,
crunch.
that's what I'm saying. I hate when you're like super excited and it's one of the anomalies where it's like semi soggy, like room temperature.
Well, you also go during a rush. You gotta lower them expectations from the clown, man.
No, no.
You know what? Speak to get off the topic of hatred for a second.
What? That's the whole thing.
You know what I feel bad for?
What?
Grimace.
I
You know,
don't. Grimace isn't a
no,
thing.
no, I feel bad because now I'm getting those sad TikToks, right? Where it shows Grimace with a shake and he's like, I just wanted people to enjoy my birthday. And I'm like high as fuck. And I'm like, no, Grimace, I'm sorry.
That's what.
What started the trend of people drinking a Grimace shake and then acting like they're murdered?
I have no idea. But like my
I
thing
like
is,
that's something I completely missed. It just happened one day. Everyone's like, "It's Grimace's birthday." Hey, the shake, like all the food reviewers are like, "The shake's not that bad. It's just the purple dye is really bad for you,
yeah.
right?" And then literally it was like an hour afterwards, I scrolled up on my For You page and it's like about to try the Grimace shake, takes a sip and he's just fucking seizing on the
Yep.
ground.
There was apparently one where this girl was floating down the river.
That's funny.
But like my thing is, right, is that I've also seen the Grimace like sad ones and it's like, oh, I'm so sorry, Grimace, like blah blah blah. I'm like, that's a capitalist fucking like he's not even it's a mascot.
Yeah.
It's not a thing.
Oh, it's just a tug at the
Like that's not a
heartstrings.
thing, bro.
It's like when people pretend their OCs are real.
No, and it's so cringy and it's so
It's
hypocritical.
like feeling bad for the dog in Red Dead when you forget to pet it or when it's raining.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm hypocritical
Yeah.
because I feel bad for the dog when it's raining, but
I'm not
I don't
gonna.
give a fuck about Grimace.
No, you know what I feel bad for, right? I feel a little bad when the game Deep Rock Galactic, right?
Ugh.
I feel a little bad when my Steve dies,
Yeah,
even
it's
though it's a new
sad.
Steve every time. Like not a lot. I'm just like, oh damn, that bug died. Oh well. I feel bad when Bosco doesn't make it to the drop pod
Yeah.
because he doesn't ride up with you. So Bosco, if you're playing by yourself, Bosco's a little like drone that you can have
Little
mine for
robo
you,
guy.
carry stuff for you, shoots rockets. Like you can make him whatever you want. He just clips through the drop pod and stuff, which is how you begin and end the missions.
Yeah.
But I always feel bad when the animation doesn't show him in the pod when the mission ends before you ascend.
Oh.
And then I will forever feel bad. And my friends that listen to this, right?
Oh, the
Ignacio,
head.
Akil, and Joseph. So there's a specific type of mission where you're on this really heavy equipment thing called a drill dozer, right?
Yeah.
And it's controlled by an AI that the dwarves affectionately call Dottie, Doretta, stuff like that, right?
Doretta.
Yeah, dude, fucking, I will fight tooth and nail for Doretta. So when you reach your objective, the drill dozer will drill through a thing, and then it explodes because the thing that it's drilling into is like really volatile, right?
Yeah.
And the mission ends. The first time we played it, we're like, the fucking thing just explodes. Damn, that sucks. Because you can pet Doretta because it's a little head on the drill
Oh,
dozer.
yeah.
Like you can pet her and she makes like happy sounds, right? And they call it a she. They call it a her. Like, and that's another thing I like about the game. A lot of the stuff is personalized. Like the dwarves have an attachment to their thing. Like the cart, which is the mine cart on legs.
Yeah.
It's Molly. Mine cart
Molly.
on legs, but they just call it Molly or the donkey or the mule, but they have an attachment to this. Or the same thing with Bosco, right? Or
Yeah.
Haxie, which is your hacking robot, right?
Yep.
Um, so we thought that Doretta just fucking died. We're like, damn, that sucks. We do that mission again a few hours later, right?
Yeah.
Akil, he's like, hey, the head's here. And we're like, what? I remember he's like, the head's here. And we're like, what do you mean? He's like, the head he's like, Doretta, she's right here. And he like walks around the corner and he's carrying the head. And all of us realize that we just abandoned the original Doretta
Because then in the cutscene,
in the
at
mind.
the
Yeah.
end,
In the end, when you bring her into the drop pod, they're like, we saved Doretta. I'm like, no.
and then like the picture where it has like the end where it like shows like the
Yeah,
dwarves
like
and
it's in
everything.
the drop pod in the
Doretta's
corner.
there.
Yeah, and then it's the victory screen, and then she's there too. You're just like,
I remember
I
because you
feel
were like, oh
all
my
of it.
god.
No, like all of us were just like, I feel like the biggest piece of shit right now because we just left this fucking robot to die in the mine. Like I would also feel bad as a kid when I'd have to sacrifice Yoshi when I'd like fuck up on a jump or when the game would make you super jump off of Yoshi.
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh,
Brother.
my
Oh,
god.
oh, you know what I hate?
What?
I hate that the creepers.
I hate that you're still not talking into the mic, babe.
I hate that creepers spawn on top of my fucking house in Minecraft.
You should not build your house on the ground then.
I love my hobbit hole.
Well, then you should light the place up.
I need to find light
Listen,
blocks.
you're a One Direction fan, babe. Light up that world like nobody
Oh,
else.
Jesus Christ.
Baby, you light up my world like nobody. That song's like 10 plus years old now.
Yep.
I remember when that shit was taking the country by storm.
Me
I
too.
hated it. I fucking
I
hated
liked
it
it.
because phones still didn't really have the best speakers, and every
Oh,
person in
yeah.
class, or those kids that would play music walking down the fucking hallway. Put your headphones in, motherfucker.
My
I don't
sister,
understand.
no, one of my sisters, she got the iPhone first, right? And so she would walk around playing music, and my dad called it a cowbell because we'd be able to hear her coming because she was always playing music out loud. Because, you know, the iPhone was like the first time you could do that.
Yeah.
Like every time before that, you could only listen to music if it was plugged into something. And
What are you talking about?
yeah,
No.
iPods you can only listen to if you plugged them into a speaker or like your headphones.
Yeah, but don't lump in all the other electronics together.
But
Man, I
that's
still
clearly what I mean.
no, and I still had my no. That's not what you meant. It's like this is the first time you could do that, and you said nothing else. Like brick phones, you could still play stuff out loud. You know, like the old Blackberries and stuff, you could still play stuff out loud. You remember when BlackBerry was the shit, and then Apple really just kicked them out?
I really wanted a BlackBerry.
I had a BlackBerry.
Oh, Mr. Fancy over
Oh no,
here.
I got it like way, 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 way late. It was like my last phone. It was one of mom's old. It was like it was no, it was not a BlackBerry. It was BlackBerry-ish. You
Okay.
know, when like phone companies would make like knockoff versions. So it was T-Mobile's version of a BlackBerry, and it was like this lime green
Oh,
phone. It was still a
Jesus.
brick phone, right? But it had the full keyboard on the bottom, not sliding out. It was just there,
Mine was a slidey.
and it was like it was silver, but it had lime green accents, however the fuck
Yeah,
you say it.
accents.
And but it was supposed to be like their version of the BlackBerry.
Jesus.
And yeah, I know it was actually pretty cool. I got it right at the height of when I was texting the most people.
Yeah.
Like this is the height of like as a teenager when I was texting the most people. So that full keyboard was really
Me
right.
too. My mom used to say she loved watching me text on it because of how quickly my fingers moved. But I'm just saying, I had a fucking slidey flip phone like that until eighth grade. My
Okay.
parents made me fucking use a slidey keyboard phone
Okay.
till eighth fucking grade. That ain't right. That ain't right.
How
They
is it?
want me to be bullied.
Fight? I don't know what to tell you.
How would it? How would I
Listen,
fight?
listen. We here at the TSMP podcast. Well, TSMP
I'm a
includes
part of the
podcasts, but
TSMP
listen,
board.
us here at TSIMP do not condone bullying, but sometimes some kids deserve to be bullied.
I didn't.
No, not no, some kids. Like you ever look at you ever like in school, right? You'd see people and be like, "You're the problem."
Yeah.
Like you are the actual problem,
Yeah.
right? And playing like we don't get like I mean I'm failing this class. The teacher don't know how to fail shit, and you're sitting there with all A's, right?
That. Oh my
Everyone
god.
everyone at your desk clump is passing except this one person, and they're the type of kid that like just shoves shit into their backpack.
Yes. I hated because I was always used as a buffer.
Can I get a piece of paper, motherfucker? We're writing an essay.
They'd always ask me for pencils, paper, like never answers. Nobody ever asked me like for the answers. Like, but literally they'd be like, "Oh, hey, did you do the homework? Yeah. Can I see it?
Yeah.
No. Fuck you.
So I don't know if you've picked this up for me, my love, but your boy don't like to share most stuff.
Really?
Yeah. Well, except with you, baby.
Oh.
But as a kid, that was like my biggest thing. You got to share. You got to share. I'm like, why? This is my thing, and they're not going to treat it as well. And if it breaks, it's still my fault because, well, it's my thing. Why wasn't I watch
really
them?
interesting.
Right. So in school, that was like a big thing. Like he doesn't share well with others. He doesn't play well with others. Right. Where they're just pissing me off. Right.
Yeah.
Like say I'd have like I don't know. Say a random say I had a transformer.
Yeah.
I didn't want to share this transformer,
No.
right? Mom would be like, you got to share with your cousins. Or at school, they would tell mom, be like, you got to share your toys, right?
Yeah, no.
And it's one thing if you willingly want to share it. But I'm like, this is my transformer. And like, be careful with it, right? And, kids are dicks. They'd be like, yeah, whatever. And be like, oh, his arm popped off. And be like, bro, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And then, I'm a kid, so I don't know how to fix the fucking thing. So I tell mom, she's like, well, why did you let them
Why
do
didn't you
that?
take better care of it?
Yeah, no, why did you let them do that? Excuse me? Excuse me? Why did I let them do that? Oh my god. You can never win. It's a lose-lose situation.
Yeah.
And it's fucking
It
agonizing.
ain't right.
And I hate like how some of your coworkers are here saying they're just indifferent, right? Now they think they can just fuck up and then nothing will come back on them.
Because it doesn't. Because it doesn't. There's no accountability whatsoever.
No, I hate that. I hate people that are like that. They don't have any accountability. They don't have any sense of how their actions affect others, right?
Just don't
and
care.
It can be the most minute thing. Like, so an annoying thing that happens at work, right?
Yeah.
It's really It's inconvenient, but it's really minuscule when you think about it in the grand scheme of the day.
Yeah.
People are constantly trying to walk around stuff.
Ugh.
It's a warehouse.
Yeah.
It's busy, right? We get paid hourly. We're getting paid the same
Yeah.
whether something happens 5 seconds quicker
Or
or
doesn't.
not,
Yeah.
right? Like I'll have a pallet jack, right? And I have a big ass cage full of cable.
Yeah.
And I'm dragging the cable. And I'll be coming through one of the doorways, right? And it's big, like, it's you gotta roll up the little
Yeah.
fucking like garage door type thing, right? And I'll be coming through there, but it's the workday, so people are moving, right? And I'm squeezing through this thing. And as I'm going, someone will try to squeeze like in between where the cart and the pallet jack is. And
Jesus
so I have to
Christ.
stop so that they can move because I can see that if at the speed I'm going, their foot's going to get caught on the shit or something
Yep.
and hurt themselves. And I'm just like, bro, just fucking stand there for like 3 seconds.
It's
So
okay.
I'm like, it makes no fucking difference. Oh my
I hate when
God,
I hate
dude.
when people listen. Okay, this is first of all, I am an advocate for wasting company time. Fuck these corporations.
Yeah.
Fuck these billionaires. However, there is a difference between fuck these corporations, fuck these billionaires, and I don't give a fuck about my coworkers or anything else. Because I fucking hate when my coworkers decide that they're good that their 45-minute lunch turns into an hour and 15. 45 minutes wasn't enough for you? Or when they take a fucking 15 and it turns into a 30 and I'm alone handling a rush, they come back, was it bad? Yeah,
If there's one thing I love me
yeah.
some time theft, man.
I love time theft. I love it. And that's why it boggles my mind. There is no need. And if you are, give me a heads up.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna tell on you. I'm not gonna snitch. Just fucking tell me so I won't anticipate you coming back. Because they keep on doing this shit when I'm about to hit my fifth.
Yeah.
And if I hit my fifth until July 11th, I am fired.
The whole thing where they're like, shit always rolls downhill. Why does it always roll to me?
Why?
Right?
Why? Literally, why is it always us?
Like I just say fuck them people. Like at the job I'm at now, right? Shocker, right?
Yeah.
I actually only take 10 on my 10s.
Hmm.
Yeah. They've given me no reason to not give a fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They've been cool with the times where I've had to call out.
And that's all you can ask for.
They've been really cool when you ask for like time off and stuff. So I'm like, yeah. However, I still piss on company time. I don't give a shit.
Oh, I
I
poop on
will
company time.
I will be on my lunch break it'll be like during a 10. I'm like, damn, I gotta go to the bathroom. Too bad.
Accidentally I'm conditioning my body to where it wakes up fully after like I start opening. Like I'll be doing my opening routine fucking tired as shit. 8 o'clock hits. Oh, I'm ready. I'm good. I don't know how I'm doing that. I don't know how I'm doing that.
I mean, more like it takes you that long to wake up anyway, babe.
Oh.
It literally takes you an hour to wake up.
Yeah.
We'll be laying in bed, right? Like it's a day off. And it'll be like, we wake up early now. It'll be like 8 or 9, right? And we've been awake for like an hour. I'm like, all right, let's go on. You're like, I'm still waking up. How? Motherfucker, how? Miss, put a baby in me already. You're going to wake up? Hey, the baby's crying. It's your turn. All right, give me 30 minutes to wake up. Motherfucker's going to starve to death.
Motherfucker's hungry?
Oh my God, babe. You're just silly. Full of silliness.
No.
But what's another thing that we can generally agree that everybody, you know what? I'm sick of senior citizens running this country.
Yeah.
I want a fucking president that's not 80 years old with dementia.
There's no reason for anybody above fucking, frankly, 60. If you hit retirement age,
Give me a 40 to 50-year-old president.
yeah, that'd be nice. That'd be nice. It's not gonna happen ever.
You know what? Another quick thing before we get out of here, my love.
Yeah.
It's the thing I can't stand.
Hmm.
Our state's water practices.
Really?
I
Oh,
absolutely
I hate Nestle.
No, I hate Nestle. But anyway, I forget what Newsom's trying. It's the rare Newsom L, right?
Yeah.
I can hear everyone that's in conservative states being like, rare Newsom L, right? There's something else with like some other fucking water project that is going to divert more water from rivers in Northern California to feed them, basically. They say Southern California and it's municipal property. It's LA.
Yeah.
It's LA because those thirsty bitches are running out of water. I just
Me building an
I
entire
don't
town in the middle
care.
of the desert.
I
Also,
just
me selling all of my
I
water to a
don't
private company.
I don't care about LA's lack of anything.
No,
I don't. I honestly
I just
don't.
think there's no reason for there to be that many people. Fuck off. Go away.
There's no
Shoo.
reason for them to be that many people in general. And you know what else I hate?
Mm.
I hate motherfuckers back on the thing of the, not realizing the consequences from their actions, right? Hear about what Putin's done recently?
No.
Is rigged some explosives in a nuclear power plant, and they're not threatening to blow up this power plant and cause a nuclear disaster. But, they're like, we got to protect our interests. And it's like, bro, why?
He's such a pussy.
Why would you, on what planet is that a good idea? Because if that happens, right, the US is just going to murk
Yep.
all of their fucking so the documents and everything that got leaked from the Thug Shake Minecraft server bullshit, right?
Yeah.
Leads down a further rabbit hole, and I don't know if it's in conjunction with that leak or it's a different leak that's happened,
Okay.
because so much stuff gets leaked all the time, right?
Yeah.
We know, and it's out there now, and the US is just like, we don't care. We know where Putin is at all times.
Oh.
We know exactly where he is at all times, right?
Yeah.
And we know that with a lot of world leaders, specifically the ops, right? Like when we smoked that Iranian general back in 2019.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, there he is. Fuck it. Hit the button. No, we knew he was going to be there. We knew where this guy was going to go, right?
Yeah.
And it's literally that. And we're just going to, unleash the entire might of the Air Force against them. NATO's going to Article 5, and Poland, Europe, the fucking Canadians are going to go over there and just drag their nuts over what's left of the
The
Kremlin.
Germans are on our side.
Because this dude's getting his ass whooped
Yeah.
by a country that's like the size of Iowa.
Literally.
We spend more on intelligence gathering than Russia's entire GDP.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
We also have more people in one state than Australia has in their country. There's like, 30 million people in Australia?
Mm.
There's like 30-something million people in California.
Yeah.
Most of which is here
I think it's 36.
in Southern California.
Yep.
And it just, I don't know. Like, on one hand, I would love for them to fuck around and find out. But on the other hand, I'm just like, dude, like, we're still like having to keep an eye on the concrete shit that's underneath Chernobyl so that shit wouldn't get into the world's water supply.
Yeah.
And this dude's out here just shelling around it, threatening to blow up other nuclear. Like, dude, I want to breathe the fucking air.
Fuck you, dude.
I would love to live past 55. Like,
Nah,
I know
get
as
nothing.
depressed as we are, I would kind of like to, fuck around and, like Freddie Gibbs say, fuck around and see the old me.
Aw.
Trying to live to 96 and see the old me. You know what I mean?
That's cute.
Which takes us into the song of the week.
Beautiful.
Quick, my love. We have but 1 minute left.
Oh.
What is your song? I'm just kidding. We're not going to do it in a
Bones
minute.
by
But
Alice in Chains.
Them Bones by Alice in Chains?
Yes.
What year? What album?
I want to say that's 1997.
1997. Damn, it's as old as me.
Yep.
Yes,
very
it
good.
is.
Very good. Very good. Off the album Dirt.
Dirt.
Yes.
Oh my god, 2022 remastered. God, that makes me feel old.
There you go, babe.
But anyway, my song.
Oh, 1992.
Oh, 1992. Yeah. Okay. No, that makes me feel even
Go, babe,
older.
Go. Oh no.
Damn, I couldn't beat the plot. I couldn't beat the clock.
Weakness.
I don't know.
Cowardice.
Every time we do this fucking podcast, my nose gets stuffy. What is up with that?
We're talking a lot.
Yeah. All right. But anyway, my song of the week, right? I declared 2023 the year of Freddie Gibbs.
You did?
And I don't know. So the Alfredo album is one of my favorite albums, like ever.
Ooh.
Right? It's 3 years old this year. It came out May 29th, 2020. But I don't know. Big fan of Cocaine Rap, right? But I don't know, the album itself, the vibe is just very chill. I like the progression of the tracks. I really, really do enjoy Freddie's style of rapping. I enjoy all the production that's gone into the tracks that are on this album.
Wow.
But anyway, my song of the week is Babies and Fools featuring Conway the Machine off of the Alfredo album from 2020 by Freddie Gibbs, produced by The Alchemist.
Wonderful.
Which is a really prolific hip-hop rap producer.
Oh, nice.
One of the best of his
Ooh.
generation.
Well done, sir.
But before we go, make sure y'all check out our YouTube.
You do.
Subscribe to us there. Throw us a follow on TikTok.
A follow.
Throw us a follow here.
Here.
You know what I mean? I know we're behind on our upload schedule all the time, but life be kicking our ass.
You guys don't get a set schedule. Okay,
Oh
you
my
get whatever
God.
the fuck we decide
We're
to give
still aiming for Mondays, but anyway, look out for our movie review this Monday of The Phantom Menace.
Woo!
But one more thing before we go. You know what I hate the most?
What?
Myself. And
Oh.
we're out.